So I just had to go take my work meeting in the car because that noise. And then Grant said to go look under the engine. So I'm gonna do that right now. Hey Grant, that's the ground right there.
Cutting holes in your boat?
Oh gosh. Wow.
It smells delicious too.
Last week on Mundial, we sailed down to Port San Luis, where she was hauled out, scrubbed, power washed, and placed in her new spot on the Hard. We have been waiting for this moment since May, when we bought her. We knew we were going to have to haul her out and paint the bottom, along with some fiberglass repair. But we didn't fully grasp the nature of that job until this week. For the first time ever, we both felt a little doubt and fear for what else we might find. Doubt that maybe we made a big mistake.
We're gonna see what kind of damage all this underwater epoxy aqua is. So I'm gonna chip off where I can get at it so I don't have to just turn it into dust. Yeah, look, I replaced that through hole. That's above the waterline, a little plastic through hole, but it's cracked. We got another one down the line, just like that. So we'll chip away at this, see what we're running into. Well, and one of the cracks that we found in the fiberglass, got a little water intrusion. You can see the discoloration. This is where the lead ballast is. And that's water. Ran down. Salt water.
As soon as we were hauled out, Grant got to inspecting the hull. Right away, he started grinding out the scratches in the gel coat. He says, hindsight 2020, is he should just use fairing compound, but this way it will get a better bond.
This is resin that's encapsulated. This is actually the ballast here. You can see they poured resin in between the ballast and the fiberglass, and it's really thick. Fiberglass isn't terribly thick right here. There's a crack here. It terminated down there. I'll be filling and then glassing over it and possibly doing some, you can hear that's kind of hollow. Maybe doing some exploratory holes drilled and epoxy squeezed in.
Yeah, so we got our first full work day today on the Hard, and I don't even know what's on the agenda. I'm just here. We woke up at 5:45 a.m. to get here because the boatyard opens up at 6. We're about a 30-minute drive, but we just didn't want to wake up any earlier since we're pretty beat. Like, our bodies are sore from just scraping off all the growth and then power washing. It sounds like I'm complaining, and I just cannot start complaining because we have so much work to do. But, you know, a little bit at a time. My one task on my lunch break was to remove the through holes. And easy peasy, right? Nothing is really ever that easy, but I'm determined. This is where I'm at right now. And it's siliconed or cocked to the fiberglass side, so we'll see if I can tap it out. Woo! Got my first through hole. Really is about the little wins sometimes. Yay! ready. It suddenly became very real that we purchased a big old sailboat that had been neglected the last 10 years. The first week was hard. I was tired a lot and my back was aching. Grant and I were working our full-time day jobs, including my second evening job, coming home and watching an hour-and-a-half YouTube videos on best ways to fiberglass the hull's bottom. But as we were driving home on the last day of our first week hauled out, I saw a sign, and it said, "It's only impossible until you do it." I'm not one for cliches, but I liked reading that. I didn't think buying a sailboat was possible, and I have my doubts about cruising her full time with 2 dogs. But we're working towards doing it. We set our minds to it, and we are going to do it. We don't know everything, but we're willing to learn. Even a 3-foot hole in our boat won't stop us. And as I sanded, I told myself exactly that. And I'll keep telling myself that until I actually believe it. Because there are days I have doubts, but I make sure that the dreams I have stand stronger.
So I'm going with everything below the waterline is coming out. At minimum, getting serviced and double checked. Maximum, fully replaced. Like for example, this bolt is what holds in the through hole for the raw water intake for our engine. And you can see there's degradation through the bronze right there. Granted, who knows, it would probably hold for a long time because there's not a lot of torque on there. But that's the first one I've done and that's what I found. So I'm sure that there's going to be plenty more to find. What are you doing?
I am sanding all day and probably the next like 8 days.
Suited up and then have to like get out.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's.
Okay, so Grant and I are taking a little break from sanding because our backs are very sore. I think I sanded for like 6 hours yesterday. And we're gonna try to get out the rest of the through holes, we decided, while it's a bit windy and there's really no excuse other than we're just sore. So I'm gonna get out the through hole that's underneath the sink. This scaffold was just left here, which is really nice that we have access to get into the boat. It's a really pretty day in Port San Luis. Wish we were going out there, but instead, we're going down here. So I gotta chase this. Let's see what's under here. That one. I'm gonna try to work on getting that out. These are your very best friends when you're doing boat work.
So just punch into the center of it, kind of at an angle.
More?
You need to just knock it all out. If it breaks up, that's fine.
Got it! Oh, jeez. There's one. I got it! Can you turn it a little bit? I want to see which way it turns. I forget. Okay. Yeah, I'm aware, hon. Okay, go now. Go. My idea worked. Yes! Yeah, baby! Oh, we got it out! That really freaked me out. down. She's no longer from Maryland. Hey. What?
Why are you wearing this?
It's tingly and it tickles my hands.
Okay. There's